This is the Detective's Apprentice demo. Step into the shoes of Cleo, an apprentice to her aunt, the world's renowned detective, Lynch. In this demo, use your deduction skills to uncover Cleo's beginnings as she solves her first 3 cases. The actual game says, step into the shoes of Clementine, Cleo Ace, an apprentice to her aunt, the world's renowned detective, Lynch. From heists to murders, use your deduction skills to solve cases that are too tough for the local police to crack. So I guess the demo is going to have 3 cases. Alright. Click anywhere to continue. My first case? Let me think. Oh, I remember. The fate of a nation hung in the balance. An ancient land agreement had been destroyed, and it was my job to uncover the truth before a war started. Click on the storybook to read it. So I'm like redoing her story. Close by right-clicking, recommended, or pressing the X button. Everything in the game may be closed with right-click. Okay, wait, so I can... Okay. Tales from Anira. This one's great. I guessed who did it before I read the end, but I couldn't figure out how. Thank your aunt for suggesting this book. I love Tira. Rules. Whoever solves the most mysteries wins. Best out of 4. 1 point each for who and how. I, Cleo, agree to buy Will 1 large box of icy blue if he wins. I will agree to buy Cleo 2 cupcakes. She wins. Missing cat. Blue. Missing, So they were like... Okay. Oh, okay. A long time ago in the great kingdom of Anira, King Sabium ruled over all the land and all the sea with the help of his trusted friend and advisor, Tira. One day the king invited 3 of his richest nobles to a feast. The nobles had been fighting over a piece of land, and the king wanted to resolve the matter peacefully. The nobles arrived one by one. First came Grem, dressed in all green. He gifted the king a gift box containing 1 rectangular emerald, as large as a fist. Next came Yella, dressed in all yellow. He gave the king a gift box containing 2 rectangular gold bars, each as large as a foot. And last came Blen, dressed in all blue. He gifted the king a gift box containing 3 triangular sapphires, each as large as a nose. After the feast, the king reminded the nobles of the land agreement their grandfathers had signed years ago. He announced that the nobles must obey the agreement and asked the archivist to fetch it. Sometime later, the archivist arrived empty-handed. He told the king that someone had burned the agreement. Who could have done it? The king asked. Like countless times before, Tira offered to investigate. First, Tira went from the palace to the archive to find clues. Wait, was Tira my aunt? The one that's having this flashback? So she was like in a time with kings and stuff? Huh. Inside, he saw a pile of ash and a burnt-out torch. That must be the burned agreement, he exclaimed. Where is it? Outside the archive, he found a set of rectangular footprints in the red sand going both in and out the archive. He followed the rectangular footprints out to the main path that led to the palace. He noticed many other footprints in the yellow sand, as many people had visited the palace earlier. He reached the palace entrance and found 2 ropes covered in yellow and red sand. And these are people's footprints? Do their feet... Oh, their feet match. He's got triangular feet, rectangular feet. I see. So back in the dining hall, he asked the nobles to empty their pockets and show him their shoes. Graham wore triangular shoes that had yellow sand on the bottom. In his pockets were some coins, a pen, and a handkerchief with a big stain. Why is your handkerchief dirty? Asked Tara. Graham replied that his pen leaked ink on it. Yellow wore circular shoes that were completely clean on the bottom. In his pockets were some coins and a handkerchief with yellow and red sand. Why is your handkerchief dirty? Asked Tira. Yellow replied that he didn't want to get the palace carpet dirty, so he cleaned his shoes with the handkerchief before entering. Lastly, Tira went over to Blen. He was wearing rectangular shoes that had yellow sand on the bottom. In his pockets were some coins and a completely clean handkerchief. Tira looked satisfied and said that he knew who burned the agreement. Oh, Tira's a he. Okay, wait, so... Interesting. Before Tira reveals the answer, can you figure out who was responsible? Okay, so... There was... Okay. What was in the agreement? Does it matter what the gems were? Okay, so we know there's shoe prints. There's rectangular footprints back and forth. So that's this guy, but he only had yellow sand. Footprints in the yellow sand. 2 ropes colored in yellow and red. So red sand. So there's 2 ropes covered in yellow and red sand. There's rectangular footprints with yellow and red sand. This one only has yellow sand. This one has yellow and red sand on there. But then the ropes... What are the ropes covered in yellow and red sand? Maybe, okay, so the rectangular footprints, maybe they put the ropes on their shoes, because like if she cleaned her shoes and had, or he, or whoever, yeah, he cleaned her shoes, his shoes, and had red on them, then like he went on the red path. So it's got to be that one, right? It was yellow, but the footprints outside the archive were rectangular, just like Blen's shoes. How do you know it wasn't Blen? Asked King Sabium. It's like the two items that prove it wasn't Blen. Well, he only had yellow sand and handkerchief. It's the yellow sand under his shoes, explained Tira. The sand on the main path is yellow, whereas the sand on the path to the archive is red. If he had visited the archive, he would have had both yellows and red sand under his shoes. He could also have wiped the red sand from his shoes after visiting the archive, but his handkerchief is clean. How did Yellow go to the archive without leaving circular footprints? Yellow used the rope to join... Okay, like... Where's his... Oh, because Yellow has the 2 gold bars, right? Ah, that's how they made the gold bars. Oops. Oh, gold bars and the shoes. Yellow walked to the place, archive. You used the handkerchief to destroy the evidence? Oh, wait, no. He used... What did he use to destroy the... He burnt the... Oh, the torch to burn the agreement. I was thinking like to wipe away the thing. The torch to burn the agreement. But why? Terry explained that Yellow tied the rectangular gold bars under the shoes using 2 ropes and walked to the archive, leaving behind rectangular footprints, the red sand. Then all he had to do was walk to the palace, untie the ropes, and threw away the ropes near here. It was... So this is like storybook golden idol thing. Lot more reading. The entrance. Near the entrance. Yellow cleaned shoes. What is shoes? And the gold bars. The gold bars are the gold bars with the handkerchief. Yellow put gold bars in the box. Received gift box. Yep. Throw them away. The ropes have red and yellow sand stains, so he must have walked on both the red archive path and the yellow main path with the gold bars under his shoes. He cleaned the gold bars with the handkerchief, which left red and yellow marks on it. He should have like shook it out the handkerchief so it didn't have red sand anymore. Then he put the gold bars in a gift box and gifted it to you, my king. Why did you do it, Yella? The king asked. My grandfather was a fool to sign that agreement. I deserve more land, replied Yella. The king then made his decision. The land will be divided equally among Graham and Blen, and for your deceit, Yella, you will be sent to prison. The end. Alright. Maya, Lynch, Cleo, Ace. Well, that's interesting, but I meant in a real case. After all, you are... Oh, this is Clementine, Ace, right? Ace. Right. Clementine, Ace. Please call me Cleo. You were an apprentice. Oh, shoot. It was a crime most heinous. A murder? No, it was a theft, but a devious one. Wait, what did you say? I forgot the conversation. Maya, Lynch, Cleo, Ace. Oh, so it's 2 people working together. Okay, you're Clementine, Ace. Please call me Cleo. You were an apprentice to your aunt, Maya Lynch, one of the greatest detectives of her time. What was your first case with her? Oh, okay, so this is me. So I'm doing flashbacks. Come to think of it, it was a rather tricky one. It was a crime most heinous. A murder? No, it was a theft, but a devious one. Okay. Let's check out the devious theft. Oh, so like, they started me out on storybook crimes and then I helped with real ones. Who stole my cupcake? Devious theft. I left it on the table outside and went up to get my book. When I came back, it was gone. Who was it? Honey, we've all been in here playing this board game. If you think one of us ate your cupcake, you'll need to prove it. How do I do that? First, make a list of all your suspects. Aunt Maya, this isn't one of your fancy investigations. You know that players have to occasionally leave the room in this game. So everyone who left the room had the opportunity to commit the crime. What game is that? North something. Crime? Okay, I'll play along. Who left the room? I am a potential suspect, Cleo. Never trust the suspect's words. You'll have to figure this out on your own. You can look at the board and our movement sheets to solve the case. But I barely remember how to play. I'll have to figure out all the rules first. You could read the rule book. There are some real, let's say, gems in there. Sounds fun. Take a look around. We'll hold off on starting the next move. Ask me if you get stuck. Great. The red pocket icon to open your journal. Ask Aunt Maya for help. Examine the game board. Move the track sheet and rule book. Understand the game and fill in its rules. Okay. Alright. Okay, so those are the rules. Oh, there's hotspots. Okay. Oh, everyone's move track sheets. Turn 14. Mom's on N1, Dad's on N6, Maya's on S6, and Sebastian's on N4. They haven't started turn 15. Okay. So they all have their turn sheets. Okay. Where are the other hotspots? There's the game. Screenshots make things easier. Okay. Oops. Okay. View save screenshot by holding left click over camera button. Store one screenshot at a time. You don't have to cross-reference more than 2. Okay. Right clicking will replace those previous screenshots. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. There are pawns on N4 and S6. Okay, the other pawns are off the board. But how will, like, knowing what they did in the game know if they left the room? Like, they could have left the room and paused the game. Hi, Rabbit Chick Chick. I played this case. It seems like it'll be a good game. Yeah, so far it seems interesting. Someone's drawn all over the page. Teams of 2, move track sheets, pawn colors chosen randomly, blah blah blah. You start at the green bridge locations with no pawns on board. Got it. Wait. Welcome, world of spies. You've been recruited as secret agent. Steal your enemy's secrets, turn their agents, expose double agents, and earn espionage points to secure victory. Good luck. Rulebook, game board. Okay. You will need 4 players. Divide yourself into teams of 2. Each player gets assigned 2 something cards, one move track sheet, and 1 pawn. Pawn colors are chosen random. Well, they each have these cards. Okay. To start, players randomly select one of the 8 green bridge locations. As their starting position, write it down in the box next to the start on top of their move track sheets. Make sure no one can read your sheet. No pawns must be placed on the board in the beginning. Wait. Okay, this is a hidden movement game, but they didn't... I don't get to see what they wrote down. Psh. Okay. Oh, summary in 10 turns for returning players. Players begin at randomly chosen... Okay, so... Okay. Pawn placement. No players... Okay. Randomly chosen bridge location. No pawns must be put on the board when you're on something locations. Only blue is on the board in turn 1. Only yellow and red are on the board in turn 2. Players decide their next move secretly, write down their new positions. Next pawn placement begins. Only blue must put pawn on board because they're in their home country. And not on the bridge, maybe? So they started at N1. And then N10. Where's their home country? Okay, the home country is this. Turn 2. So turn 1, red was at S11 and then moved... stayed at S11. Okay. And yellow was at S17 and went to S18? But wouldn't yellow be on the board then too? Because they're also in their home country. Or what home country is there? Oh no, because they're North Bryn. Okay, South Bryn. Okay, yellow. They're on a bridge. So then, okay. If they're on a bridge, they don't get placed. So, home country not on a bridge, they must be placed on the game board. Okay. Red puts pawn on board. Yellow sees red's pawn and realizes they have been arrested. Yellow must reveal own position by putting pawn on board. So red is South Bryn. Okay, so they can arrest someone in their own area, I think. Blue leaves the room. Recruitment begins. Oh, so you have to leave the room in the game. I see. So blue leaves the room when their partner is arrested, I guess. So yellow gets recruited successfully. Blue is called back in. Okay, so yellow is now part of red team. I see. So it's hidden movement and hidden... must not. Enemy country and not on a bridge. Their pawn must not unless they're arrested. Enemy country on a bridge. Their pawn must... Okay. Arrest happens when a player is on the same location as another player. Teammates can never arrest each other, I think. Well, let's see. Let's go back to the rules. Next page. Submarine turns. No, when you get recruited, you have to work for the opponent, but you're still a citizen of your home country. Yellow is still Team North, and blue is still their teammate. They don't know they were recruited, though. Okay. No arrests take place on turn 3. So turn 3. Yellow, red and green are on the same place, but that's fine. Okay. Red arrests yellow again on turn 4. Okay, because they're on the same. Blue leaves the room. Yellow's already recruited, so no recruitment. South can earn espionage points. Okay. Turn 5. No arrests. So even though yellow has been recruited, there's no arrests. So yellow is still part of Team D. Okay, so teammates can never arrest each other. Arresting player's pawn. Wait, well, they don't have to be on, wait. So wait, do they pawns off board? So why does blue get off the board later? In turn 2, blue comes off the board because he goes back on a bridge. Okay. Turn 3, blue goes there. And yellow goes to S18. 18 goes to S11. And red is visible. And green, you see where they are, but green goes to S18. Blue goes to S18. Yellow is still on S18, but red goes there and is off the board. And then green is there. Okay. No arrests take place. Okay, so... they rest with only a home country. In arrest, the arrested player's teammate leaves the room. Okay. Up, teams. Up, sticky notes summarize relevant information. Click anywhere to continue. Okay. Okay. Wait, I want to go back to the... figure out who's on which team. Okay, wait. I'm gonna read the rule book again. I didn't finish reading it. Summary in 10 turns. Turn 6, 7. No one arrests. Okay. 6 and 7. But they were both on the bridge, but no, right. Green gets arrested by blue on turn 8. Red leaves the room, so recruitment fails. Red is called back. Green gets arrested by yellow. Red leaves. Recruitment fails again. No arrests. Okay, okay. So, who is on which team? What kind of... oh, is it? What kind of a pinhead would do this? You must be able to see their pawn and know you've been arrested. That's why there were no arrests there. Okay, wait. No arrests at turn 6 or 7. South 17. South... North 17. Well, it's because it was on a bridge, right? Yeah. Oh, because you had to see the enemy pawn, right? Yeah. Like, wait, where was the... arresting pawns player? Yeah, yeah. Okay. In every turn, players may something stay put or move. There's no player turn order. Beginning of the turn at the same time, write it down. Yeah. Home country. So this is where they can start at the beginning. Home country, enemy country, or green bridge locations. I'm not sure about enemy country. So they can be anywhere in their home, or I don't know. Espionage. Doesn't tell you about arrests by moving to player revealed they've been caught by putting their own pawn on the board. If they can see the arresting player's pawn, no arrest may take place on a bridge. Once you arrest something to recruit, step out of the room. Can never arrest each other regardless of recruitment status. So on your own team you cannot. Doesn't show you how recruitment works. There's pictures. Me, Cleo. So I drew on the rulebook. Oh right, I'm the pinhead. Ah, Sebi looks cute. I did like octopuses back then. I don't think there's any point in reading further. I want to see all my drawings. Okay, so right now, North Bryn. So green is on the north team and yellow is on the south team. And then we can look at Dad is on N6 and let's see. Okay, so N4 is green. Sebastian is green on north team and S6 is Aunt Maya on the yellow team. So Dad is on N6 and hidden. That means he is on Aunt Maya's the yellow team or the south team. And Mom is on N1 and on Sebastian's team. So Aunt Maya and Dad, I think, are together. How do I do that? Aunt Maya is south. Or shoot, did I say? No, I said like that. Okay. Game board. Oh, it shows. This helps. Pawn placement. Figure out the order of arrest. Confirmation every time you fill 2 sentences correctly. Who has arrested whom? Oh, now I have the thing. Okay. Alright, so... Okay, good. Team North. What are these? In turn 4, S6. So Team South. Sebastian was arrested. So North. Mom left the room. In turn 5, N4. North. South. Dad was arrested. So Aunt Maya left the room. In turn 9 and 6, S2. South. Wait. No. Team North. They're both Team North. No one was arrested then. S2, N6, S4. No one. Nobody was arrested, so nobody left the room. In turn 11, N1, N3, S3. South and North. And they're in the South. So South arrested Mum. Mum was arrested. So, who left the room? North. Sebastian. Sebastian left the room. In turn 12, N1, N. So these are the same. So in the North, arresting the South person. Dad was arrested both times. So Aunt Maya left the room again. Right? Wait. North. Right? Wait. South. Dad was arrested. Wait. Is one of those on a bridge? N1. Oh, N1 is not. Okay. N1 is nobody. That's a bridge. Nobody. There we go. Okay. Tasks. Talk to Aunt Maya. Okay. I can do that. Phew, that was hard. Aunt Maya, this was your revenge for the drawings in the rulebook? Not revenge, dear, but it's good to reflect on one's past actions from time to time. Alright, other than Dad, everyone left the room at some point. Now what? Perhaps you should try piecing together all events leading up to the crime. What did you do from the moment you took your cupcake out of the box? I went to the kitchen and opened the cupcake box. There were 5 cupcakes inside. I took out my cupcake and put it on a plate and... Alright, the doorbell rang, so I left to answer the door. It was my friend Will, returning something. Then, let me think. Oh, the phone rang. You left this. Thanks, Will. And you answered it. You said it was for me, so I said goodbye to Will and talked on the phone for a while. Blah, blah. Then Sebastian came out and kept trying to talk to me, so I hung up and we talked for a bit. Then he went back in. I had left my cupcake in the kitchen, so I went back and got it. I put the cupcake on the table in the entryway. Then I went upstairs to get my book. And when I came back down, the cake was gone. Excellent. Now let's talk to the witnesses. Witnesses? Both your mom and Sebastian were out in the entryway at some point. Perhaps they saw something? While I waited in the entryway, I saw you at the door talking to Will. Then I got thirsty, so I went to the kitchen. Had some water and tied it up a little. I noticed the window was open, so I closed it. Then I went back to the entryway. Soon after, I was called back here. I just talked to Cleo and then came back in. Can we get back to the game? I know you're a traitor, Mom. You're going down. Interesting. What about you, Aunt Maya? What did you do while you were outside? Think you already have enough to solve the case? You'll have your answer once you examine the entryway and kitchen. This is cool. It's like family-friendly case so far. Cases. Because she's a kid. I'll view your notes. Okay. Mom, Aunt Maya, Sebastian, Aunt Maya. So I opened the cupcake in the kitchen. Went to answer the door while I was talking to Will. Phone rang. Aunt Maya answered me. But Sebastian came out, hung up, went back in. Then I went to the kitchen to fetch my cupcake. So she had the cupcake after Sebastian. So it was just Aunt Maya left, right? Went upstairs to get my book. She saw me at the door talking to Will when she came out. Yeah. She went to the kitchen where she tied it up, shut the window. So nothing could have gotten it from the window. Sebastian says he didn't see anything. He was called back in. Read your notes carefully in the correct order. Event. So first the doorbell rang. Because then... let's see. And then Mom came and saw. Then... the phone rang and Aunt Maya answered it. So she tied it up. Then Aunt Maya answered the phone. And then spoke to Sebastian. Then went back to the kitchen. And went upstairs. Then... this. Yep. Oh, right click to close. So what am I supposed to do now? Examine clues. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Here, huh? Empty plate. Cupcake was on this plate. All that's left now are pink crumbs. And drops of something brown, too. Brown. Is the door open? Are there other hot spots? Okay, the kitchen. A poem, a menu, and a note. I guess I should read all three. My least something things. Favorite things, I guess. I don't like riding fairies or eating cherries and strawberries. I don't like sticky leather or playing in rainy weather. I don't like scratchy sweaters or birthday forgetters. I don't like cherries either. Who was this by? Don't leave the window open, Cleo. Sebastian keeps getting inside and eating. Not your brother, the neighbor, something. Kids, don't leave your dishes, put them in the sink. Sebastian, your rocks are all... guest bedroom. Okay, so someone comes in and eats stuff. So there's vanilla with strawberry filling. There's cherry with chocolate filling. So strawberry cupcake, cherry with chocolate filling. So there was 2 cupcakes, weren't there? But she had taken one out. There's hair, orange hair. From the cat. Going to the bakery tomorrow, write down what you want against your name. Menus on the fridge. Cleo, Mom, blueberry muffin, something chocolate cupcake, cherry with chocolate filling. So, that's brown. Pink crumbs and brown. Is the cherry with chocolate filling, right? Because the strawberry is not that one. So it's the cherry one. So... was the cupcake that she wanted the cherry or the... she wanted the strawberry one, right? So she wanted the strawberry. Or the... yeah, strawberry, I guess. And her aunt wanted the cherry one. Or someone. So I think someone had eaten that one, the wrong one. She had gotten her strawberry one out. The cat ate it, then closed. Let me see. There's a plate in the sink. It has pink crumbs all over it and also some orange hair. Yeah, the cat ate that. But then who put it in the sink? Or... Wait. Let's see, have I clicked on everything? So she said... So why did she have... So did Aunt Maya brought out her cupcake, maybe, and then... Who? Oh, okay, now I can do... Oh, who ordered which cake? Cleo ordered the strawberry. Aunt Maya did the cherry chocolate. Mom did blueberry. Dad said to write our order, so Sebastian did chocolate. And then this is chocolate vanilla. Alright, observations. Alright, put together the clues you found before solving this case. If you'd like to piece together the clues yourself, skip to the solve. Should I skip to the solve class? Well, I want to see what the, oops, what this is. Like, because it has that as a task. Okay, the plate in the entryway had the... what was it? The cherry one, which was ordered by Aunt. The plate in the kitchen sink had the strawberry, which was ordered by Cleo. The cakes ordered, those two look similar. Strawberry and cherry. Cupcake in the entryway was left unattended, yes. The only person who could have eaten the cupcake is Aunt Maya. No one in the house has orange hair. Must belong to Sebastian, the cat. Sebastian before Mom went there. Yeah. So, got a confirmation. Blank something, their cake on the plate in the kitchen. So I put my cake on the plate in the kitchen. Doorbell rang, I answered it. Something ate, Sebastian ate my cake on the plate in the kitchen. But it's Sebastian the cat, not my brother. Mom tidied up, shut the window in the kitchen. Someone put Aunt Maya's cake on the plate in the kitchen. Phone rang. Aunt Maya probably put the cake out there. Talked to the phone. I hung up and spoke to Sebastian. Sebastian left. I brought the cake from the kitchen to the entryway, then went upstairs. Aunt Maya ate her cake on the place in the entryway. I came back with a book and the cake was gone. Yes. Dad, no cheating in this round. I figured it out. Sebastian ate my cake. What? No, I didn't. You're such a... Not you. The neighbor's cat, Sebby. He must have climbed in from the kitchen window. I told you to keep the window shut. Sebastian keeps getting inside. Didn't you read my note on the fridge? At least it wasn't a chocolate cupcake. Haha, so it's your own fault your cake got eaten. Shut up. Anyway, Sebby must have eaten it before Mom went to the kitchen and shut the window. Mom also tidied up. She must have kept the dirty plate in the sink. Then after I hung up the phone, I went to the kitchen and found a cake that looked just like mine on the counter. Aunt Maya's cherry cupcake looked very similar to my strawberry cake. Someone must have put her cake on a plate in the kitchen. That's right, I wanted to eat my cupcake, so I took it out of the box, but I heard the phone ringing in the entryway. After answering the phone, I was called back to the living room, so I thought I'd get my cake from the kitchen later. And so I brought Aunt Maya's cherry cake from the kitchen to the entryway, thinking it was mine. While I was upstairs getting my book, Aunt Maya came out and saw her own cake on the table. I recognized my cake. The cherry cupcake has a slightly more reddish color than the strawberry. Only you'd be able to tell, Aunt Maya. So you must have realized that I was about to eat your cake, thinking it was my own. I had a hunch, yes, so I finished it off before you could. So technically, you're the thief, Cleo. You're about to eat Aunt Maya's cake. I didn't, though. Sebby is the real thief. He must be punished, with lots of pets and cuddles. That's not how you punish. Maybe? I guess cats don't like pets all the time. Alright, I know you're messing with me. You know I meant an actual case. That is an actual case. With the police involved, like a murder? No, we're doing family-friendly cases here. How many stations till Hamer? Let me see. From here, Hamer is the... Oh, I can look at this. Hamer is here. Velt to Colbine. But where are we going? I'll read to Hamer. And that's an M. So it's an M here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 5th station. But I have to get off at Colbine. That should be enough time. There was a murder at the theater. My friend William was working there at the time. Everything changed that night. Alright. Erg! This play is so boring. I think I'm just going to hang on out with you till... Maybe it's just like a murder in the play. That'd be funny. Will, what's wrong? I'm in so much trouble, Cleo. I don't know what to do. What happened? They found a dead body. The police are here and they think she might have been murdered. Okay, it's actual murder. That's horrible. Do you think I should get Aunt Maya? She might be able to. No, listen, they found a coat check token in her hand. Mr. Lane wants me to give the police her name and all the items she checked. So what's the problem? I don't know which items are hers. I'd gone to the bathroom and when I came back there was a long queue and I couldn't keep up. Oh no, Will. How many bottles of Icy Blue have you had? Oh, just, 3. Okay, 4. But now's not the time for an Icy Blue intervention, Cleo. I'm about to get fired. I need this job to save up my half for our backpacking trip. No, I can't spend another summer stuck at home. My dad says he has big plans to clean the attic. Okay, let's think. Maybe we can try and find out which items belong to the victim. You think so? Okay, so it's a murder case, but I'm doing like figuring out items belonging to the victim, not figuring out the murder thing. Yeah, and I bet she'll have ID in her purse or something, which will give us her name. That's brilliant. Okay, where do we start? You tell me. Which items do you think might belong to her? When someone checks an item, I hand them a token and write down the token number, their name and number of items in a card. I know I messed up the items from tokens 32, 33, and 34 because all the other cards are filled in properly. Can I see them? Do the number of items include the coat? Yes, here you go. I missed some details, but I know that I wrote the numbers down correctly and the name exactly as I heard it. Okay, inventory item. Is that in here? Okay. Open the coat check cards, examine each of them. A woman was found dead. Okay. Make observations by clicking on objects. Press tab to view hop. Name and token number are missing. 2 items. Will said the number of items included the coat. This token number is 33 and the name is Ellie Scott. There's no token number or number of items. Wow. That's a pretty bad job there. All of these cards have some information missing. Most information missing. What else do you have? The names exactly. So he didn't hear 2 names. Set aside all the items that I wasn't sure about. There are 3 coats and 3 bags. And what's the token number the police wanted you to check? 33. So we need to figure out which of these 6 items belong to number 33. Give them to me. I'll go through them. Here, I was supposed to put tags on all of them, but I only managed 1 coat. Do you think you can do it? I don't know. What else can we do? I was thinking, it's the opening week for this play. People have been scrambling to get tickets. Can't imagine why. No, listen, only the most wealthy and famous people were able to get tickets for tonight. That's true. The only reason I'm here is because Aunt Maya got tickets from a wealthy businessman she once helped. Exactly. I bet most of the people here tonight are famous enough to be in the newspapers. So I have this newspaper from today. Maybe we can find out more from this. First of all, I wouldn't call the Sunday News a newspaper exactly. They cover celebrity gossip. Secondly, I don't think we have the time to read the entire paper. I can. Well, sort of. I've been practicing this new technique where I can read whole paragraphs in seconds. Wow, really? As long as you don't ask me the actual meaning of what I read. So you can see whole paragraphs in seconds. I think everyone can do that, William. No, but I can spot words really fast. So if you ask me to search for your name in the paper, I'll be able to find it instantly. That might actually be helpful. So what do you want me to search for? Let me think about it. Okay. New inventory items. Okay, so I got a jacket, a green coat, Miss Foyle. I am your biggest fan. I have seen the light of yesterday at least 10 times. Your beauty and grace are matched by none. Barth isn't worthy of the Wellner. I've never cared for that what's-his-name director, but he was right about you in today's Sunday's news interview. You were robbed. Always and forever your fan, Jimmy. Who seems to have really enjoyed her performance. Okay. There are strands of long dark brown hair on the coat. It's a green coat. Okay. So that's not Ellie Scott. Wait, so I can ask him to look for Foyle. Search newspaper. Foyle. Alright, Angelica Foyle at the airport, returning from yesterday's award ceremony. Despite her loss, fans are as crazy about her as ever. Her assistant, Miss Cott, has to fend off dozens of fans who are trying to get her autograph and hand her letters. The description doesn't mention which of these ones of Foyle. Long dark hair, holding a letter with hearts in one hand, light-colored suitcase. One with short, light-colored hair, holding a letter with hearts in a dark-colored suitcase. So this is Foyle. Because she has dark hair, and the coat had dark hair. What did they say? Angelica Foyle. So can I fill that in now? Okay, wait. Angelica Foyle is someone. Oh, I don't actually know which person. Okay, well. This is 34 though. I have a 34. It's a red coat. Tag 34. Okay, and this is Fellman's. Loyal customer name and ID, Mrs. Scott, 9873. 2 sweaters and a scarf. Mrs. Scott was the one for 33 for the name. It's a long blue coat. So blue coat goes with 33. So, well, I'm not 33. Ellie Scott. So it's not 34 or 33. So it's the other one. 32 is Scott. Ellie Scott. Okay. What? Did I spell it name? Ellie Scott. Well, it's not 34. Not 33. Huh. I thought that was her name. Oh well. But then 32 would be Angelica Foyle, right? Angelica Foyle. Oops. Oh, there's notes. I should do that. Angelica Foyle. That says incorrect too. Okay, well, I don't know. I thought that was that. Oh, here. This is token 34. Oh. This is token. That's 34. This is Miss Scott, which must be 34. This is 32. This was, which one was Miss Scott? Was that the blue one? Okay, blue is 32. And so this must be 33. Okay. Right, my excessive speech. Okay, had E to call makeup artist. E. Apply for new passport. Touch of hair. Who's E? Was E Miss Cott? So probably not that person. Angelica Foyle. Wait. That is her. Okay. That's Angelica Foyle. Passport 3 years ago. Okay. Book, tax, water plants, 5 passport. E does a lot of her errands. It's a blue bag. So, blue bag went with. This was Miss Foyle. Oh, wait, maybe. Wait. Oh, this is hers. Because then this is E. Scott is the helper. So she has her stuff. So this is actually Ellie Scott, Angelica Foyle. So this is token 30. Wait. Yeah, I think. And then this one's with 32. This is Viney Bug. The charity ball was a triumphant success. So E. Scott is her helper. Thanks to you, we have more than enough for the new chemotherapy wing. Watching you organize such a huge event reminded me of your granny. Shouldn't be surprised after all, you were named after her. She would have been so proud of you. Viney Bug? Your mother and I would like to have you over for dinner. Bring your husband. Maybe we can cheer him up after his monumental loss. I promise I won't make fun of him. Won't make fun of him. Light brown bag. Viney Bug. Ellie Scott does not sound like a Viney Bug name. Bellman's. A shopping bag. Contains 2 sweaters and a scarf. 2 sweaters and a scarf. Wasn't that... I feel like 2 sweaters and a scarf was something. I don't remember that. Okay, well, search newspaper for Ellie Scott. Oops. Scott. Best winners from last night's best sound. Where does it say Scott? Oh, no, Colin Scott is the best actor. But light of yesterday. Chaotic campaign. A super overhauling dip. Harrison Scott. Famous Coleman. Adams won. Okay, so this is the. This is better than Harrison Scott. Was so pretentious, bragging about his connection to the Colemans and Ratners. Okay. Increasing the fun. Okay. So maybe that's the. This was. Maybe we can cheer him up after his monumental loss. Viney Bug? Would that be Ellie Scott? Huh. Did I see any other names? Your beauty grace. Barth isn't worthy of the Relner. Barth. Okay, let's go back and look at Emma Barth. Emma Barth. Let's look up Barth. One article. It's just that one. Okay. Let's see. Wait, that's not right? Shoot. I thought that was right. Fellman's. Oh, but this is Fellman's. So that's where I've seen Fellman's. Okay, right. So this must go with that. Maybe. Token 32. And then, well, 33 had two things, so it has to be like that. One or more entered incorrectly. Shoot, I'm getting it all wrong. Does that not go with that? I'm confused, like, because is this for her or like the blue bag is for E to call the makeup artist, book taxi, E to reschedule drinks, new passport, touch up hair. It's valid for 7. Why do you need a new passport? But okay, wait. But her other... Okay. Miss Cott. I'm gonna look up Cott. It's only that. Okay. Miss Cott. But we don't know her first name. And then why is she telling E to get all this stuff? Because... E... There's... What's her name? Ellie Scott. Ellie Scott. Oh, that's not her name. Miss Cott. Elise Cott. Elise Cott? How do you spell that? Elise. You just heard it how it's spelled, not sounded. Elise Scott. Scott. No, Miss Scott. Miss Cott. Elise Cott. So the... Let me see. This is Viney Bug. Caught. Viney Bug. Ellie Scott. Ellie's Cott. Elise Cott. I don't know how to spell. I don't know. Ms. Cott. Please. So this, okay, this Miss Scott is not, oops. This person is not actually, Mrs. Scott is this, okay, that would not be with this person then. So this might be with, that one, or actually she might be this one, and then Viney Bug 32. No, I'm not sure. Okay. All right, so this one should be with the Fellmans, right? But then this is the one of these is this Angelica person, and the other person is not. And Viney Bug, I don't know who that is. Elise, or is there? But Elise Scott is Miss Scott is the person who was on the other one. So, but she wouldn't have been on 34, right? Or maybe she was, actually. Maybe. Okay, so maybe this was Angelica and this is Ellie. Do they look like the same jackets? No, I don't think. They wouldn't wear the same thing though. I know I can do that. Yeah, that's not the same. Okay, so something caught, but then there's a Miss Scott, Mrs. Scott, who is married to one of these Scotts, either Colin Scott or probably the mayor. Scott's substantial funding. Harrison Scott. Connection to the Commons and Ratners. Who is that? Collman? I'm gonna look that up. Collman? Cancer care? I don't know. Oster Coleman's late mother passed away from cancer. Oh, okay. What was her name? Okay. Ratner. And then let's look up Ratner. So, wait, okay. So let's look up Oscar Coleman. Oops. So this is the person. No. Late mother. Oh, Arvina was named. Oh, it's Arvina is her name. Okay. Let's look up Arvina. So that's the name of the lady. So that's this one. This is Arvina, which is this person, I think. Arvina Scott. That is not 34. So this one, 34. This is 32, right? Oh, but that is wrong. Huh. Arvina Scott. That's no? Did I not spell that right? This seems like this would be okay. 2 sweaters and a scarf. Did we see like... So this is for Arvina. This is Arvina's. And this is Mrs. Scott. So those go together, definitely. So this one and this one go together. And I think it goes with that bag. I'm not sure. And I think that would be 32. Or... But maybe it's 33. But, okay. Ellie's Scott would not be Arvina. That he wouldn't have heard that. So that's someone else. This is Miss Cott, which is Elise or something. I don't know if it's said that somewhere. See, is there a Jimmy? And finding, okay. Was there, what else was in that coat? The Barth isn't worthy of the Relner. What is the Relner? Is that Emma Barth? Oh, the Relner highlights. Okay. Did I already search for Barth? Yes, I did. Okay, wait. It's in this. Someone else. So, pack, hand scarf, pick up dry keying. There was nothing about like picking up a bag. But this has this, so these three I feel like have to go together. And so like that. Then, huh. Then, wait. And because 33 only has 2 items. Oh no, 33 does not have 2 items. The other one has 2 items. Oh, I got confused. So 34 has 2 items. Wait. No, wait. It can't be the Scots that have 2 items. Right? Okay. I got confused because I kept thinking that 33 has 2 items. No. So, this is not that. 33. Okay, something only has 2 items. That is not her. So, this person is 33. Okay, that's why. I thought it couldn't be 33 because it has 2 items. Okay. So, this one is 32 then. There we go. Okay. I got 33 and 32 mixed up. Okay. So 33 is Arvina Scott. And then what's 34 is, what's her name? The fancy person. This one. Angelica Foyle. Angelica Foyle. And then it's something caught. Elise Cott. Like, I don't know. Oh, I spelled it right. Okay, good. Alright. Was there an Elise? The dead woman's name is Arvina Scott. She checked in the blue coat, brown bag, and the pink paper bag. Wow, how did you figure it out so quickly? It wasn't easy. I knew that Angelica Foyle was one of the people here tonight from her bag. According to Redder's interview, she has golden hair right now. Redder's so arrogant, he thought he could tell who was a natural blonde. Haha. Anyway, the green coat had a fan letter addressed to Foyle, but dark hair on it. I did not see the golden hair. Angelica Foyle has blonde hair, so the green coat must have belonged to her assistant, Elise Cott. She handles Foyle's fan letters sometimes. I also realized that the Mrs. Scott mentioned on the Feldman's receipt was actually Arvina Scott. She's married to Harrison Scott and is Oscar Collingman's daughter. He calls her Viney Bug. So I knew that Angelica Foyle, Elise Scott, and Arvina Scott were the 3 names. But you had written down Elise Scott as one of the people. You said you wrote the name down exactly as you heard it. You must have misheard Elise Scott as Elise Scott. It's easy to confuse the two as someone says it quickly. All came together. Thanks, you're a lifesaver. Wait, I wanna... Did I not? Okay, here. How did you feel about your 3rd win? Frank Redder. Bit arrogant. And you didn't win. She's a champ. Elise is more upset than her. More pan chances. Wanted a natural blonde for the lead. Many additions. Faked it with dyed hair. Angie, I knew she was it, and I was right. People love her now. I saw one of her fans begging for a lock of her golden hair tonight. Do you think you'll ever try screenwriting again? Disagree, it wasn't a failure. I'll be studying it in film schools. Okay. Oh, so this was redder, right? Like, it was... Okay, so... Okay, I could have looked up redder. How did I know that she had dyed hair, though? Oh, from her passport, right? Okay, so wait, let me see. Because her passport, that was her old passport. Touch up hair. Oh, okay. They both have the same face, so. Alright. Wait, William? You mean that William? Will Langer? Yes, I remember reading about the case. I had no idea you were there that night. They took him right in front of me. Oh, he murdered them? I couldn't stop them. Oh, stop. I tried to intervene, but the evidence against Will was overwhelming. I knew he was innocent, but didn't know how to prove it. So I asked Aunt Maya to teach me. I remember I was so determined. From then on, I accompanied her on all her cases, trying to learn as much as I could. And then every night I would come back and chip away at Will's case. Oh, at the time it felt so impossible. Little did I know that it was only the beginning. Oh, help prove William's innocence and solve many more cases along the way in the full game. Oh, that's cool. Alright, so that was neat. Did I do these? I must have done these. Oh yeah, these were the cases I did. The conversation is when you're on the train. Okay. Alright, cool. So that was the Detective's Apprentice. Yeah, that's neat.